Hi everyone, it's Tammy and it's time for another Halloween card. I'm super excited about this one. I think I say that about every one of them, but this one is really cute. It has some little hot dog dogs, the Dachshunds, I don't know how to say it, Dachshund, Dotson. I think we've always called it Dotson, but it doesn't look like it's spelled that way. But anyway, this is called the Happy Howl-o-Ween set from Lawn Fawn, and it is super cute. And I love that there's an actual hot dog costume and then a princess costume. So in my head, this is kind of Waylon and this is kind of Winnie. And I think they're both really stinking cute. So to do this, I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of black cardstock, cut it in half at 5.5 inches, and then scored it at 4.25 inches. That creates this 5.5 by 4.25 inch card. This is also called an A2 sized card, and envelopes are very easy to find in the States anyway. I get them from the Paper Studio or from Hobby Lobby. This is the Paper Studio. So lots of times these are half off, and if they aren't, wait until they are, because you get 100 envelopes for, well, $6.50, a half off. So I think that's a pretty good deal. They have different colors, they have different sizes, but that's what I usually buy. So people have asked about that. So let's go ahead and make this card. I've already gone ahead and cut and colored most of the things. So I have my base here. So I'm just going to fold it on the score line and I'm going to burnish it. So now that's ready to go. And then I have a piece of white cardstock that I'm going to put on the inside. So I'm just going to glue that down. I use my art glitter glue. That it's almost time to refill. Well, not refill, but replenish. I have another one to replace it with. They do make some larger sizes that you could refill it, but I'm just going to open up a whole new bottle. So I'm just going to place this right smack dab in the middle of that. And that's good. I don't usually put a lot of sentiments on the inside, but if you wanted to, you could. Now, when I used my... Oh, did I put that away already? I did. I have a die that cuts this frame. I don't know what the name of it is, but it just cuts a frame out, and then it also cuts the middle out. But I want to use the middle, so what I'm going to do is kind of this, but I'm going to make it a little more interesting by leaving that there and then putting glue on the middle. Making sure that's where I want it. Put this right back down so it's in the middle where it's supposed to be. Well, where it fits perfectly. So it's not upside down or whatever, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Then I can take this off, and I'm going to take some foam adhesive, and I'm going to cut two smaller pieces, and then one smaller piece, I'm going to cut that in half. So I have two shorter pieces, and those are going to go along the top and the bottom of the frame. And then I bet you can't guess what I'm going to do next. A couple longer pieces, and this is going to go on the sides. So if you have scissors that are non-stick, I would highly recommend those. They are a time saver for sure. And I'm just going to put this down here and put this one down here. Oops. Want it to be kind of straight. And I'm going to go ahead and peel these off. Now the reason I'm using the strip instead of the foam dots is because I'm actually running low on my foam dots, and because this helps make it so it's totally even. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this back, but I'm going to be careful that I have it the right way and not upside down. And I'm also going to try to line it up almost as perfectly as I can, like that. So now I have the frame that is a little bit raised from the bottom, but it's kind of cute like that. Then I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock, which also came with, well, the die also came with this frame, and I have a piece of black and white twine, just baker's twine. I'm going to put that through the hole, and this is a piece of cardstock that just has white on the back, and it was scraps, so I just used it because you can't really tell once it's sitting out. I'm going to try to make them a little bit even, and then I'm going to put glue on the wrong side. And I'm going to put it on an angle in the middle, like that. Now, I learned from the last time, I didn't do this the last time, but I'm going to do it on this time. I'm going to take my black pen and I'm going to dash around the tag. It just kind of helps it be seen. I didn't do this last time until afterward, and it still worked, but I think it looks a little bit nicer if you do it before, because then your lines or dashes are a little more even, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's, you can do it just fine, but and then I also, there we go. And then I also wanted to stamp boo on here, and I think that this guy kind of looks like he's saying that. So I'm going to do that first, because the last time I didn't, and I had to end up folding his tail, if you can see that, because the card wouldn't fit. So I'm going to do that first, and I'll just make it go up a little bit higher. So I have my boo stamp from the set, stamp that, put him here. There we go. So he's saying boo. All right, and then what I need to do is put a piece of the foam oh, there's my scissors. I was like, I don't know where they are. On the front of each of my dogs. So on their heads, I'm putting a piece of the foam. But I only need to put it on their head because their tail is going to be on this raised portion. So I can just stick their tail, or yeah, their tail end, just onto that. So I'm going to use just regular glue on the tail end. There we go. Boo. And I'm going to go ahead and glue his hot dog costume on. So you only glue the bottom part of the costume because the hot dog stands up higher. So there we go. And then I'm going to stick her on here, but I also want to make sure I have room for my happy Howl-o-Ween. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on first, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on each end, and this will fit right on the frame. like that. And you could put a foam dot in the middle if you wanted to make it so it's all even, but I didn't. I'm living dangerously. So I'm putting some glue on her tail end again. And then I'm going to peel the back off of the foam tape. I think I am. And then I'm going to put her on here like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and decorate her with a crown. So I'm just putting some glue on the bottom and edge of the crown. And I'm going to put that down. Oops. I want it toward the back, not toward the front. And then I'm going to put her little skirt on her. And then her wings. So she's a little princess angel, just like my Winnie is. And I'm going to give her her little wand. Oops, I don't want to cover her mouth. And then I'm going to put this somewhere. Yeah, I'm trying to put the little lid on the glue. There we go. And now it's time to do all the little accents that you might want to do. I'm going to color in her eye and just go around her ears and her mouth and her nose. Same with him, his nose, his ear and his eye. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm going to color in the hot dog bun, and I'm going to also color in the jack-o'-lantern, and I'm going to go ahead and do the bone, and I'm going to do her wings and her skirt and the wand handle. Then I will take my hibiscus stickles and do the star on the wand. And I'm taking my rose gold stickles and doing her crown. And then I'm going to take my unicorn stickles and do the mustard on his hot dog. And I might just do this bone too, just for fun. I don't think I did that bone. And there we go. Oh, one more thing. I did put some glue on the ribbon just to hold it down. I guess I didn't put it on the ribbon. I put it on the card and then stuck the ribbon to it, or the twine. And there you go. Isn't that cute? I think it turned out really cute. And I love thinking that it's my Winnie and my Waylon. even though it's not the right kind of dog. It's still dogs and they're still adorable. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope that it inspired you to try something. Have a happy, spooky Halloween!